Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about cell and cell organelles. Cell and cell organelles. The cell means small chamber. This cell first observed by Robert Hooke in the year 1665. After that, the scientists discovered the cell is the basic unit of life. After that, the scientists discovered the cell is a structural and functional unit of an organism. Now we will discuss about cell organelles. This is otherwise called cell parts. Cell parts. Some parts present within the cell. That organelles are called as some organelles, especially nucleus. Second one, endoplasmic reticulum. It is otherwise known as ER. Third one, lysosomes. Fourth one, mitochondria. Fifth one, chloroplast. Sixth one, ribosomes. Some important cell organelles present in a cell. Some cell organelles are present in animal cells, and some cell organelles like chloroplast present in plant cells. Now we will discuss a brief description on cell organelles. At first, the nucleus. Any cell, both plant and animal cells, contain a central nucleus. This is the nucleus. This nucleus is covered with a two membranous layer. That membrane is called nuclear membrane. Nuclear membrane. This nucleus is filled with some fluid-like substance. That fluid-like substance is called nucleoplasm. And other hand, the nucleus also contains a black color mass. That black color mass is called nucleolus. Nucleolus. This nucleus first discovered by Robert Brown in the year 1831. This nucleus transfers the genetic substance from parent to progeny. Progeny means child. Some genetic substance, some heritable characters are transferred with the help of nucleus from parent to child. This nucleus contains a genetic substance like DNA, RNA, etc. The DNA contains double helix structure. This DNA first discovered by Watson and Crick. Watson and Crick. They got Nobel Prize for his studies on DNA double helix structure. That's about the nucleus. And then second one, endoplasmic reticulum. It is otherwise known as ER. E stands for endoplasmic, R stands for reticulum. This is very important structure. This endoplasmic reticulum is present on the surface of the nucleus. This is the nucleus. This is the surface of the nucleus. This endoplasmic reticulum covers the nucleus. This endoplasmic reticulum is a very most important organelle in the cell. Why? Because this endoplasmic reticulum is classified into two types. The first one is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Second one, rough endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic. The surface of the endoplasmic reticulum does not contain any granules, is treated as smooth. And on the other hand, the endoplasmic reticulum surface contains some granule-like parts. That endoplasmic reticulum is treated as rough endoplasmic reticulum. Now we are discuss about the function of these two endoplasmic reticulums. At first, the smooth endoplasmic reticulum is helpful for synthesis of lipids. L stands for lipids. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum is helpful for synthesis of lipids or fats. The second one, rough endoplasmic reticulum. This rough endoplasmic reticulum is responsible for synthesis of proteins. So, totally the endoplasmic reticulum is useful for both plant and both fats and proteins synthesis. And the third one is lysosome. Lysosomes. These lysosomes are sac-like parts. This lysosome contains a fluid-like substance. This is very much useful for to kill the foreign germs and harmful substances. These lysosomes are otherwise known as suicidal bags of the cell. Suicidal bags of the cell. So, once again I tell you, the lysosomes are otherwise known as suicidal bags of the cell. Now, previously asked question is, which organelle is treated as suicidal bags of the cell? The answer is lysosomes. Lysosomes. And then mitochondria, another organelle. Mitochondria. These are mitochondria. Mitochondria plural. Mitochondrion singular. So each mitochondria, any mitochondria are present in both plant cells and animal cells. Each mitochondria contains two membranes. One is outer membrane, another one is inner membrane. The outer membrane is lined with the smooth surface, and inner membrane contains some foldings. So the inner membrane contains some foldings. These foldings are called as cristae. Some liquid-like substance present in the mitochondria. This liquid-like substance is called matrix. So the inner membrane of mitochondria contains some primary granules. These primary granules are useful for electron transport. Totally, these mitochondria are useful for producing energy. Because of this reason, these mitochondria are otherwise known as powerhouses of the cell. Previously asked question is, which organelle is treated as powerhouses of the cell? Now the answer is mitochondria. Mitochondria are treated as powerhouses of the cell. And then fifth one, chloroplast. Chloroplasts are present in only plant cells but absent in animal cells. These chloroplasts are useful for photosynthesis. Photosynthesis means a photochemical reaction. In this process, plants absorb water from ground level and absorb CO2 from surrounding environment in the presence of light, and preparing starch is known as photosynthesis. This photosynthesis process occurs in chloroplast. So, this chloroplast is surrounded with three membranes. One is outer membrane, second one inner membrane, and the third one is thylakoid membrane. Thylakoid membrane. This chloroplast is discoid in shape. Discoid or ovoid in shape, or oval in shape. Some thylakoids are arranged in groups. Group of thylakoids are known as grana. The rest of the material or liquid-like substance or not colored substance is called stroma. Each thylakoid membrane acts as a reaction center. This reaction center contains chlorophyll and other accessory pigments. Next, ribosomes. These are ribosomes. These ribosomes are useful for synthesis of proteins. Totally, we observe the ribosomes and rough endoplasmic reticulum are useful for synthesis of proteins. Okay, thank you.
Only this is right? Okay. This is right.
Yeah.